Hello, it's Mark here. Okay, starting this recording right now. This is something with the DoorDash queue. As you can see, 275 is the minimum in my area. I have a minimum offer from Left Coast, and we're gonna try to see what that offer gets taken from. Obviously, I'm not taking it, so decline the offer. It's too small, and we're gonna end the dash. Well, we were gonna try to 575 from Joe and the Juice. We're gonna try to end the dash, pressing end dash. Fortunately, trying to also find a place to park, although I think I have one up here that should be available because it should be wide open because it's 9 a.m. Okay, dash upon arrival. So, this is what I call the DoorDash queue. And it's a queue of orders that every time you go into the program, it's slightly different, but you should be able to see the same orders. And we're going to see how busy it is too, and see if I see that 275 order from Left Coast, and see what it's at now. Is this a no parking tow zone? No, it's not. Can't be. People were parking here before. Okay, so McDonald's 475. We're specifically looking for that Left Coast order. Or another 275. Left Coast still at 275. No one's taking it. It's still at 275. Pretty sure that's the same one. I didn't really have a great look at it, so if it's a different one, when I review the video, I'm gonna go over it. Okay, we saw it again. So it's obviously busy because I saw that it didn't even take long to see the order. Yeah, it's super busy right now. So this is gonna take a while. It's very busy in the market. And this is usually every morning in this market. This is downtown Chicago, in case you can't tell. In case you're not familiar with the geography, that should look a little more familiar to you. You see a big Chicago right there, covered up by that hot zone area. Anyways, ending dash. Alright. Hopefully a really good order doesn't come in. I don't think it will. Alright, so we're doing this again. Dash upon arrival. River North Loop. I'm not even in the area. I'm getting flooded. And we're going to see that Left Coast. Chick-fil-A for $4.75. No one's jumped on it yet. Right. Now, yesterday I noticed I should be able to park right up here, right past this loading zone. If these cars go around. Walgreens for $8.75. The base pay on that is $7.75, so that's not a good offer. Was I parking in a loading zone yesterday? No, I wasn't. No, right here. Yeah, I noticed this yesterday. There's no parking meter here. I can park here, so we can do this a little more safely. There's the Left Coast. It's still at 275. I don't. There's people who say that, oh, every time you decline, it goes up 25 cents. So we've already disproven that. It's time. This needs to be delivered by 9:14. It's time based. So we're just gonna decline that. And this experiment is kind of ongoing. I'm gonna have to be doing this a couple times to show the point. So I'm trying to figure out what these 275 minimum offers go for in my market. And it's only my market. Every market's different. Like here, that 275 order isn't going to be picked up for 275. I would be shocked. I think you'll get somewhere around $5 at least from what I can see. But I also, this is a busy time. I just want to do this for an example. I'm going to be doing this a couple different times. Right before lunch starts, I might try it again. See, okay, they finally moved it up. They've realized that 275 is not going to be doing this. So they moved it up to 3. It's a slow process. And I'm still getting it pretty instantly. They haven't moved up this Chick-fil-A. We'll also keep an eye on that. And there's no peak pay. And this is important too. There's no peak pay at the moment. Because that would have changed the offer amounts, because the peak pay might have started at 9 if they wanted to go about that. Now, if I see a really, really huge order, I'm going to stop this. And see if anything else comes into play. Sorry, just getting something set up. Okay, let's see if anything else comes into play. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. Still kind of busy, but it might be slowing down. I'm going to end the dash here because I don't want to beat, because the point of the experiment is that left coast food order. Also, the side part of the experiment is the Chick-fil-A order. Chick-fil-A still at $4.75. No one's taken it. Makes it be hard to believe that the left coast could have gone, but we don't know. The left coast might have moved up quicker. Let's see. It is slowing down a little bit, as I suspected, because it's past 9. Left coast is up to 350 now. No one's taking it. Okay, now since we're getting closer to this thing being to the point where it might get taken, I gotta end the dash now. And as you can see, there is this kind of a queue thing that forms up, because they want to move these orders. So they want to show you these orders first because they need them to move. Like that left coast food was supposed to be delivered at 9:14. I mean, it's going to be picked up. Everything gets picked up eventually. This is DoorDash's start low and go high. And let's see. 350 still. Maybe we'll wait a little bit longer. I want to see if the Chick-fil-A has moved up at all. Also, maybe some restaurant brands, they'll move it up quicker than other restaurant brands. I don't know how that's going to work exactly. That one was still for 7. At 9:06, it's 9:05 now. I'm going to stop, and I'm going to go back and... Unfortunately, I'm getting the bad feeling somebody might have taken the Chick-fil-A order. It's unfortunate. Oh, the Uber Eats is trying to tell me things are getting busy. F Uber Eats. No, they're not that bad. They're not as bad as they used to. I gotta stop giving Uber Eats such of a bad opinion based on 2 years ago. Because now they're almost as, now they're better than Grubhub, and Grubhub sucks. So it's like I gotta remember to stop making fun of Uber Eats. All right, we're back to it. Left Coast Foods. $4. All right. So it's up to $4. So one, we've proven that over time, these things are going up. DoorDash does want to move on this. Judging on that Chick-fil-A, I think it's going to go for around $4.75. Of course, that Chick-fil-A order could be out there. They change the order on this all the time. They got a double. And it is really busy. Now, it is really busy, so that also plays into it. I want to do this at a slower time, too. But especially in this market, because unlike a lot of other markets, here, drivers are able to communicate with other drivers more than in other markets, because there's a location I've done a video about several times. It's called Kitchens United. And Kitchens United, people park there all day long doing orders. And so they're long waits to get orders, long waits for them to be made. So they have an opportunity to talk to each other and share information and collaborate. And this one area could have some of the most well-informed dashers in the world. And I don't think that too many people in this area are going to jump over or feel like they're forced into taking something. And as you noticed, a lot of these orders I'm seeing again and again, and they're going up a little bit. Joe and the Juice for $11.75. Let's see. I haven't seen anything that would make me stop the video and take something. I mean, that was a decent offer, but I would be looking for a really big order right now. Left Coast Food is up to $4.25. So we know that whoever takes it's going to get at least $4.25 on that now. Now we're going to end this dash. I also find it interesting that it hasn't been combined into a double. You also keep in mind, there's a lot of bikers in this market. So if you're on bike, it might get to like $5 and be more appealing. That's another thing. Even though it's winter and it's cold, I saw bikers out making deliveries yesterday. Every day there are bikers still making deliveries. There's guys on skateboards making deliveries. I'm not making this up. I saw a guy on a skateboard, electric scooters. People trying to make that cash. Interesting ways. Okay. Now, looking again for Left Coast. Now, from now on, every time I see the Left Coast, I'm going to end it and restart the dash. I want to see if they maybe... You see, they took that one and combined the $9.50 and combined it in a double because they couldn't get anybody to take it. I think that's interesting. But right now, I'm looking for Left Coast. It was at $4.25. I'm not sure how anybody could have taken that at $4.25. I don't know. I don't know. It could have been a biker. To a biker, that might be super appealing. To a guy on a skateboard at $4.25, it might be super appealing. $4.50. $4.50. I guess it's not been appealing yet. All right. And the queue is an exact order. It's not in an exact order. It's kind of an inexact order, but it's obviously there that every time I'm logging in, I'm looking at the same orders. And I've shown this before in another video, and I'm going to keep going over this time and time again. If your area is busy enough, you can log out of your dash, start a new dash, and look at the same orders again. You can take a little bit more time if you do to evaluate things better. Say you miss something because the app freezes. Because the app freezes up a lot. Sometimes what I'll do is end my dash, start a new dash, and go right back to the same order. Left Coast Foods. Originally, that thing was saying, I think, 9:14 delivered by time, and it's 9:11? That Walgreens order's come up. That's $7.75 base pay. So they're just raising that base pay until someone takes it. That's getting closer and closer to a better payday. I'm not doing a shop and deliver unless I'm getting paid way more than $10.25. McDonald's $4.75. I'm surprised they don't combine those two McDonald's orders. 1 second. Let me clear this because that text from Uber Eats. Yeah. All right. So, anyways. So we're looking for Left Coast. Left Coast might have got off the board. I have to be really patient here about the Left Coast thing because it might have got off the board, but it might not have got off the board. Another thing I'm concerned about. Yeah, let's just see what happens with it because it's kind of interesting. Now it's 9:12. No one's taking it. Someone might have taken it, gotten it, and I think what we saw last at 450, I thought. So maybe they took it at 475, and I'm going to have to wait for a while. So there's going to be a while of rejecting orders just to see if it shows up, because it might show up again someplace else. This is another theory I'm trying to work on, that there's like two of these queues. There's like a queue when you first get in, and then there's a queue when you reject a whole bunch of orders, like a top queue and bottom queue, a beginning or end queue. I don't know. It's something else that I haven't even begun to look into. I do all these really interesting experiments, some pretty advanced stuff in my opinion, because this is just how I get better. I want to understand the process more. I think outside the box. Yeah. We are going to start a new dash, and then we're going to give it 3 minutes to see if we see Left Coast. If not, we'll assume it went for 450. It doesn't seem like a big change, but I mean, 450 for less than a mile. If you're riding by on a bike or in your car and it's on your way, I mean that could be less than 10 minutes you're spending delivering it. So it's a lot more appealing than it was when it was at 275. Yeah, we're gonna see. And as you can see, now also the other thing, it is the dead of winter. Maybe people aren't moving as quickly on these things. I know I'm not. They've only sent me, I've only seen one offer that was even a chance of having a good tip. Like, none of these are even above that $6.75 minimum I need. And the ones that were like 2 items, so they're most likely $7-8. There might be $2 extra. In some areas, for some dashers, if you got $2 extra, it's great. I've been doing this for a while, and I can get a little bit more, and no way I'm driving all the way up there for $8.50. Those orders are always what they say when they go that far for that little. I'm going to give this about 2 more minutes, because just in case, although I don't think that order's out there. I mean, and this is the first one. So just, I'm going to start doing a conclusion while I go through these orders. So, I've been wondering what percentage of people... No, I'm sorry, let me start that over. I've been wondering, when the orders are the bare minimum, the 275s, what happens to them? And what they get taken at. Because I'm convinced that in some markets, few people take an order for 275. Like, the orders just don't get taken for that small. Now, they might get taken for, in this case, as we saw, it went from 275 to 450. And this is some markets. I didn't say every market. There's got to be markets where you just nothing's coming in and you just do it. And you just do it to maintain that top dasher status because it could be a quick delivery. That sort of thing. That's a possibility in other markets. But in some markets, I don't think DoorDash is moving orders for as low as people might think. For, say, $2.75 in my area, where we saw it went up to $4.50. And we've seen a lot of these other orders where we've seen them again and again and again, and these orders aren't moving at the initial price. And now there's another possibility because I woke up at 8. It's 9 o'clock in the area, and there's usually dashers out here at 9. Now there may not be a lot of dashers out here, but I think there are, because these things are going off the board. There are enough dashers out here. Orders are definitely flying off the board. The Left Coast food was definitely taken. Had to have been. I don't think they would just cancel it because nobody. I think somebody eventually picks it up. But yeah, so that's what I'm going through. But I mean, I'm doing this experiment several different times, and these are going to be some long, boring videos. Maybe I'll cut it out a little bit, but I mean, these are not for the. If you want to be entertained by a video, this is not for you. Let me tell you, this is just basically. Just trying to gather information on DoorDash and how DoorDash thinks and how they play, so that dashers can get better. As you see, that Walgreens order keeps going up, and that's another thing I find very interesting, that nobody's jumped on that, even though the shown value is higher. It's almost like people in this area know how long that's gonna take, or they are aware of either how long it's going to take, they're aware of the fact that the base pay is higher, there's not much tip for the time, a couple other factors, because I'm surprised no one has even taken that one yet, and it's just got up as well. But it fits in my theory that in this market, the dashers are really well informed, and they really know what they're looking for, and they're sitting on orders. Now also, I'm going to be doing this again either later in the day or the next couple days. I'm going to be doing this at all different times. If you actually made it to the end, you're a warrior. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching the video. And, okay, we're going to stop there and end this. Oh, yeah. And there's always these, too. The 21 plus orders at 9 a.m. Oh, my God. I would never touch one of those things. Ooh, boy. Okay, that's the end of this one. Have a good one, everyone.